Hello everyone. In this video I'm going to show you how I use Mint.com for automated budgeting. I see so many people struggling financially, and it comes in all different forms. From the father that lost his job, the single mother trying to raise a family, the man who had an accident and is now on disability, or the retired couple barely surviving on Social Security. And it doesn't take extraneous circumstances to struggle financially. I know people who have great jobs earning over $100,000 a year that live paycheck to paycheck. Maybe you're one of them. It doesn't matter what your situation is. It all boils down to the fact that we as a society are not taught how to use money the right way, including yours truly. So I took it upon myself to change that and help those that are struggling financially live better lives. And I developed a system of using money the right way that I guarantee will change your life. Take Todd, for example, who had on average $300 in his bank account at any given time and thousands of dollars in debt. And after just 15 months of using my system, was completely debt-free and now has over $10,000 in his bank account at any given time. Or Amanda, who works part-time, making just a little more than minimum wage, and after a couple of years of using the system, has 6 months of expenses in an emergency fund and thousands of dollars in investments, growing her wealth. So again, regardless of your situation, the key is to know how to use money the right way. And of course, the sooner in life you follow these principles, the better off you will be. So let's get started. For those of you that aren't familiar with Mint.com, I find it to be a very powerful resource for personal finances. It can be used as a hub or a portal for your finances. There's a video on their website you can watch to learn more. Best of all, the Mint software is free. You can use it to keep track of all of your financial transactions, keep track of and receive alerts for upcoming bills, and for the purposes of this video, set and track a budget. As you can see, once you set up a budget and have Mint automatically track your financial transactions, it tells you how much money you have left for each area of your finances. So the first step is to build a budget plan. I created a very complex spreadsheet for budgeting, which is available with the premium version of this video. But you can create your own spreadsheet, or even write a budget out on a sheet of paper. First thing we do is determine what your monthly net income is. This is your net take-home pay after taxes from all sources of income. If your salary, using your most recent pay stub will suffice. If you get paid hourly, or the amounts of your paychecks vary, take the average of your last 3 paychecks. Then based on how often you get paid, determine your monthly net amount. This is the number we budget from. The next step is to allocate a set percentage of your monthly net income to specific areas of your finances. The first area is your house fund. Your house fund is your rent or mortgage portion of your mortgage payment and money towards the purchase of your next home. Note that if you own a home, this fund does not include the escrow portion or property taxes and homeowners insurance of your mortgage payment. That's covered in a different section. Your house fund is 25% of your monthly net income. If your rent or mortgage portion of your mortgage payment is more than 25%, then you'll have to dedicate more to your house fund. But if it's less, you still want to dedicate the full 25% so that you can save and invest the extra amount for the purchase of your next home. The next area to allocate to is your car fund. Your car fund is your car payment and money towards the purchase of your next vehicle. Your car fund is 10% of your monthly net income. And as with your house fund, if your car payment is more than 10% of your monthly net income, then you'll have to dedicate more to your car fund. But if it's less, you still want to dedicate the full 10% so that you can save and invest the extra amount for the purchase of your next vehicle. The next area to allocate to is miscellaneous debt. Miscellaneous debt is minimum payments on credit cards, lines of credit, student loans, etc. You want your miscellaneous debt to be 0 to 10% of your monthly net income. If it's more, then you certainly want to make that a priority and aggressively pay down your debt. The next area is expenses. These are all of your bills. You want your expenses to be 0 to 50% of your monthly net income. And it's important to note that any miscellaneous debt takes away from the amount you can dedicate to your expenses. So if you have 10% of your monthly net income going to miscellaneous debt, you only have 40% available for expenses. Expenses include things such as the escrow portion of your mortgage payments, groceries, vehicle gas, cell phone bill, cable bill, and so on. Be sure to include things such as doctor's visits, dental exams and cleanings, clothes, gifts, and anything else you pay for throughout the year, and break them down into monthly amounts. The next area to allocate to is an emergency fund. You want to dedicate at least 10% of your monthly net income to an emergency fund. The goal is to have 6 months of expenses in an emergency fund, starting with a minimum of $1,000 in an emergency fund. If you don't have at least $1,000 in an emergency fund, that is your highest priority. And with my system, once you've accumulated $3,000 in an emergency fund, $1,000 stays liquid for emergencies, and the remaining $2,000 can be invested to help grow your wealth and be on your way to creating supplemental income or achieving financial independence. And the final area to allocate to is your spending fund. Your spending fund is at least 5% of your net income. Your spending fund is money for entertainment, going out to dinner, going to the movies, going to the bar, etc. Once you've finished allocating your income, add up your total in each area and make sure the totals are less than your net income. If they're not, then you have some work to do, because your income does not match your lifestyle. And there are 2 ways to fix that. You can either reduce your expenses, or you can make more money. The latter being the preferred option, because it's better to increase your income to match your lifestyle, rather than cut back your lifestyle to match your income. But one of them has to happen, if not a combination of both. When you have money left over at the end of the month, that gives you the opportunity to reach goals, such as build your emergency fund, get out of debt, save up for big items such as vacations, appliances, furniture, new cell phone, and so on. Saving ahead for big expenditures rather than loaning money will go a long way to keeping your finances stress-free. Okay, so now we have our monthly net income as well as a detailed budget plan, and we can input this information in our Mint account. Go to the Budgets link and scroll down to enter your budget information. We start by entering our income. Create a category for each source of income and their respective amount. Then use or create a category for each line item on your budget plan. House fund, car fund, each bill, emergency fund, spending fund, all of it. And have it carry over the amounts every month. That way, if you have a sudden increase in one of your bills, you'll have a little bit of a buffer built up to cover it. Be sure to delete any categories that you won't be using. Once every category is set up, and all of your financial accounts are added to Mint, you'll be able to categorize each transaction and easily keep track of a budget. And for regular occurring transactions, you can even tell Mint where to take the money out of, and you have an automated budget. You can also split transactions, so if you buy clothes or buy a gift while you're grocery shopping, you can tell Mint how much to take out of the groceries fund and how much to take out of the clothing fund or gift fund. Best of all, Mint has a mobile app, so you can pull up your budget on the go and see how much money you have available in each area of your finances while you're out and about. After that, the rest is up to you. As long as you stick to this budget, you'll build an emergency fund, get out of and stay out of debt, and create money available for investing. And once you've built that foundation, you can move to stage 2 and take advantage of my wealth creation education and training, and start growing your wealth. I hope this video helps you, and if it did, please share it so we can help as many people as possible. Thank you, and enjoy the lavish life.